So this problem is asking us to find the consumer surplus. So from the notes that you should have watched, I'm sure you did, you know that there's a supply curve and a demand curve, and they meet at the point of equilibrium, which your book refers to as Q star, P star, I think, where this is Q and this is P. And the idea here is if this is I apologize. Give me 5 seconds here to think my way through this. If low price, this is your supply. So therefore this would be your demand. Okay, so for your demand curve, demand is controlled by the consumer, not with an E at the end of it. There we go. And then this is your producer, because that is who handles the supply curve. So if this is asking us to find consumer surplus, what we need to do is think about go back to the notes, think about how you find consumer surplus, what does it look like in the graph, and what this problem is doing is it's giving you the demand curve. So it's giving us the consumer controlled demand curve, but it's not giving us the supply. But the question you have to ask yourself is, do we need the supply? If they're telling us that they want the consumer surplus corresponding to Q equals 1800. So this right here is Q equals 1800. So I've got my Q right there, and I want to find my consumer surplus. That right there is my hint to you. That's my graphical hint. This should hopefully be enough to get you through the problem. If you need to find consumer surplus, hopefully, and if that isn't enough of a hint, you need to go back and really make sure you understand, what are you finding, what does it represent, what does it look like on the graph, what does consumer surplus look like, and then that should hopefully be enough of a hint to get you going. Best of luck.